What's up guys, Syiler here, and with the arrival of 5.1 we got some new battle pets, or combat pets, or non-combat pets, whichever one you want to use them for. And they come linked with an achievement. If you collect all of them, you'll get Mr. Bigglesworth, which was the first image there. You'll get Mr. Bigglesworth from Naxxramas as the reward. There's 12 in total, and I'm going to be covering the ones from Naxxramas in this video. They all come from various raids and stuff like that. So the ones we're going to be looking at in this video is the giant bone spider, which was the second image, the stitched pup, which is the current image, and the fungal abomination. So these all come from Naxxramas. Not too sure on the drop rate specifically, but it seems to be around sort of a 10% drop chance. So it's not guaranteed, but you'll have a decent chance. So this is going to be the short version of where you get the pets from, and then if you stick around, you know, if you need a bit more help, then you can see the long version on how to get the pets. So the giant bone spider is going to come from Naxxramas, which is the last boss of the spider wing. So kill this boss and you'll have a chance of getting the giant bone spider. The next is from Gluff, which is the construct wing, and from this boss you'll have a chance of getting the stitched pup. You can do these on either 10 or 25 man and still have the same amount of chance of getting the pets. So if you want to solo it, definitely do it on 10 man. And then the final pet is going to come from Lotheb, and from Lotheb you're going to get the fungal abomination. So there you go, that's where you'll get the 3 pets from, and that's the short version just for those who already know about Naxxramas and know how to solo it and stuff like that. I'm not going to go into too much detail for you guys. But for the people who are a bit unsure, don't really know how to get through Naxxramas, don't even know where Naxxramas is, then stick around, and for the remainder of the video we're going to be running through the full raid, just so you can see exactly what to do and where you're going and stuff like that. So, first of all, the entrance to Naxxramas is here. It's in Northrend in Dragonblight, and you will have to fly up, and it's kind of underneath the necropolis. You'll find the entrance here, so it's kind of underneath the bottom of it. It's a little bit hidden, and make sure you're on 10-man difficulty so it's not too difficult, especially if you're soloing. And with 5.1 you don't need to be in a raid group to enter raids anymore, which is amazing. So we're going to go down to the Arachnid Quarter, and you will need to kill the bosses to get to the final boss. So make sure you're clearing each wing as you go. Not too sure if you do actually need to kill all the bosses, but we're going to kill them all just in case anyway. Get yourself some nice transmog as we go. So this is the first boss, and this is Anubra Rakan. And very basic boss. He'll summon an ad every once in a while. He'll also knock you up into the air, which is a bit annoying, but you shouldn't really have any major issues with this boss. The major thing is the fall damage from the knock in the air. It's up to you if you want to just burn the boss or kill the ad and then burn the boss. Completely up to you. But you shouldn't really need to worry about any of his major mechanics in this. Just literally burn him down and be done with it. So there you go. I do leave him on a little bit of HP there. I thought he was actually dead. And there goes the first boss. So now we're going to speed along to the second boss. And you need to pull this trash, get through this trash here, down the corridor. Come on. Pull all the spiders, get gripped around for lols, why not? And then once we get down this corridor, there'll be a couple more trash packs and we'll be on to the second boss. Now there is 3 bosses in the Arachnid Quarter, so this isn't going to take you too long. And from the Arachnid Quarter we will get or have a chance of getting the giant bone spider. Along with that, any transmog gear from the various other bosses. So this trash pack, and then the final room to the left or right, whichever way you're currently looking. And then here we are. So this boss has some ads with it, and basically it's up to you how you want to do it. You can either single target the ads down and kill the boss, or just do what I'm about to do and pick up everything and just literally cleave it down. Nothing really hits hard here at all, to be honest. I'm level 90 in 478 item level, and just easily able to kill this on 10 man, you know, not taking any real damage here, not having to pop any major cooldowns, apart from DPS ones, not having to like heal much or anything along those lines. So I'd imagine people shouldn't have too much issue with that anyway. Not too sure if those ads can be CC'd, you might want to look into that if you are struggling, but apart from that, just screw them up and AoE them down, not too much of an issue. Or if you are struggling, just single target nuke the boss, and there you go. A couple more trash packs again, and then we'll be heading to the final boss, which is Naxxramas. I think that's how it's pronounced. I have no idea. Giant spider. Bit of a pain. If you are trying to 2-man this boss, you may run into a few issues, as it does have mechanics that do things to the raid, so if you're using multiple people then it's kind of going to mess up the mechanics slightly. But if you're soloing it, you should have no issues at all. You shouldn't need to worry about the mechanics. although this boss might prove a bit of a challenge and you'll see why in a moment. So we're just going to finish off these couple of trash packs, and then don't do what normal people do, is run straight across and miss the boss room. You need to go up this little bit of webbing to the right, and that'll take you to the boss room. And now we're at the final boss. So the reason this is a bit of a challenge is if you have multiple people, someone will get cocooned onto the side of the wall and you'll have to break them out, so that'll leave you on your own anyway, or you have to go and free them. And then during the fight, she will put a healing reduction buff on you, which, you know, makes this quite difficult because she does kind of hit hard. And then after a period of time, she'll stun everyone in the raid and carry on attacking you. So if you do get stunned, as you can see I got stunned there, that might prove a bit difficult because she'll still be hitting you pretty hard while you're stunned and can't really do anything about it. So keep that in mind for soloing that, and remember about the healing reduction. It can be dispelled though, so yeah. Next up we're going to head to the construct wing, and I'd recommend killing all the trash here, because if you don't, when you pull the first boss, you're going to have to deal with all the trash. So definitely wouldn't recommend trying to do this without clearing out most of the trash. As you see, I pretty much clear out the vast majority of it. I do leave a bit up, which makes the fight a little bit more difficult for me, but to be fair, Patchwork isn't too difficult on his own. So you shouldn't have too much issue as a melee. Might hit you a bit hard as a sort of cloth wearer or a leather wearer, maybe a mail wearer. As you see, as soon as we engage the boss, all the trash comes that we've left behind. So it does make things a little bit more interesting. But still, we just AoE things down and then nuke the boss. As you see, things aren't really hitting me too hard anyway. Do get a little bit low at some point. Especially when he enrages, he does start to do quite a bit of damage more, but I think you should be okay with soloing this. This one you might need a little bit of help with. It does kind of hurt a bit. Don't make that Patchwork angry, yeah. So next up, we need to avoid the Frogger. Run through the slimes. I don't even think they kill you anymore if you hit them, but we'll avoid them for safe caution. And then over the slime, and we'll get to the next boss room. This is Grobulus, and we're just going to clear out the trash here. We don't need to complete this wing to actually get to the boss that we need, so yeah. And it's up to you which order you do this in. You don't need to do it in the order that I'm currently doing it in. There might be quicker orders or whatever, but this is the order I decided to do it on the day that I did it. So this is Grobulus, and he'll put down these poison clouds. He'll also summon slimes, but to be fair, you'll kill him that quick that you won't need to worry about his main mechanics. Just make sure you're moving out of those poison clouds and you should be fine. Make sure you don't fall off the pipe here, and we're going to run straight down to Gluff. Now, this one's going to be a little bit of a challenge for people who don't have high DPS. The reason for this is, first of all, he'll summon zombies which he'll eat, which is restoring quite a bit of his HP. If you've not got enough damage to burn through the zombie regeneration, then you're going to struggle. And he'll also do Decimate at some point, which will put you down to 1% HP. So you want to make sure you don't get hit by anything at that point, otherwise you're going to die. So that one might be a little bit of a challenge. The final wing we're going to head to is the Plague Quarter. And we're going to kill Noth off first of all. And then, was that Noth? I'm not too sure. But you shouldn't have any issues with him. During the fight, he'll summon skeletons, and if you don't kill him quick enough, he'll just port up to his platform, summon adds that you'll need to deal with, and then he'll teleport back down, and that's pretty much the fight. Just rinse and repeat there. We're going to run through here. You can pull quite a lot of that trash. It's very squishy and easy to take down. Next up, Hygun the Unclean. This is the safety dance. And you can pretty much just sit on the platform and DPS him down. The only problem you're going to have here is if you're a caster, he does put a debuff on you which reduces cast speed. So if you do get that, and you're probably going to really struggle with this, to be honest, if you are a caster. That debuff does kind of cripple most people. It's dispellable, I believe, but if you're on your own, you're not going to be able to dispel it as a caster. But you can stay on that platform during the whole fight and kill him down nice and easy. Next up, we're going to run through here, and the eye beams do slow you if you aggro them, so you might want to kill them off as you go along. Make sure we're completely out of combat, kill off all these worms. And then we're going to head to Lofab. And as I forgot to mention, Stitch Pup does come from Gluff. That was the dog that we killed a moment ago. And now we're on to Lofab, who's going to give us the Fungal Abomination. So as I said, the drop rate isn't guaranteed. It's around a sort of 10% drop chance, so you can't expect to get them every time. These pets are sellable as well. You can put them in cages and sell them, and also buy them if you're looking to buy them for the achievement. It's completely up to you which way you want to go. But yeah, these are really cool pets, and I'm really glad they've done this, to be honest. I enjoy the concept of having pets to go back and do old raids. It gives me an incentive to go do the old raids, to be honest. I do like going solo and stuff. Now with this boss, very easy, very straightforward. He'll put a debuff on which stops healing. As soon as that goes off, you can heal yourself, and if you kill the spores, you'll get a crit buff, which will increase your critical strike and allow you to kill him nice and easy. And there you go, that's all 3 bosses killed, and unfortunately I didn't get a pet from any of them. But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Look out for the other videos coming soon. I will cover the other various pets and where they come from. And yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. See ya!